Hey, how's it going, guys? MrBossFTW here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the top 10 ways in which you can make some emergency last-minute money for the gun running update. So we know this update is going to be upon us soon. We don't exactly know when just yet, but it's happening in the month of June, which is in a couple of days, so it could pop up and be available at any time. Now, I've talked about some of the best traditional ways to make money, like doing the VIP, the CEO stuff, the biker businesses. Today, we're going to be talking about some emergency last-minute ways and some lesser-known ways in order to make money for this update. So if you guys have any similarly good ways, be sure to let me know in either the comment section down below or go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and tweet at me on there. But anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. The first thing you can do is sell your vehicles. So I believe you can sell one car every 48 minutes in game. So basically every time it goes from day to night and then back to day to night, you'll be able to sell a car in online. So what I would do is just pick out vehicles that you either don't drive or you no longer like, or you think you'll end up replacing them in the gun running update. So if you have like some old existing military vehicles that you think they're going to be updated, then you might want to swap those out. Or like vehicles that you got a long time ago, like lowriders or something like that. Those lowriders, since they actually cost so much to make, give you a great return on your investment. So I would definitely recommend that you sell your old vehicles. As kind of an added bonus, you'll then end up making more room for the cars for the gun running DLC as well. So not only will you be earning money, but you'll also be saving space too, which could be really convenient, especially if there's a ton of cars that you're gonna have to end up saving and storing. All right, these next four things are pretty much the exact same strategy, but hear me out here. The first of which would be downsizing your CEO office. So this would only work if you have the top 3 expensive offices, but basically what you can do is trade in your office for a lower tier one. For example, going from like the Maze Bank Tower to Arcadius, when you trade that in, because it costs less to go to a place like Arcadius versus the Maze Bank Tower, the game is actually going to give you back money as sort of a refund. So if a long time ago you bought the most expensive office and you didn't really think about it, but now you're saying to yourself, well, I don't really use this all that much and I could use it to make some money, downsize, downgrade, go to one of the lesser ones. And the more you go down, the more money you're going to get back. So if you go from like Maze Bank Tower all the way to like, I don't know what the cheapest one is, Maze Bank West, you'll end up getting a huge bonus back right there, which is incredibly cool. In some cases, it can be $1 or $2 million. So downsize your offices. Also, downsize your MC clubhouses. Now, this isn't going to net a huge reward because they aren't incredibly expensive, but I know on the high end, they're close to $500,000, and then a lot of the lower tier ones up in Sandy Shores and even Palito Bay, they are like in the $200,000 range. So you can get a couple $100,000 doing the exact same thing. You just want to trade in your office or trade in your MC clubhouse in this instance, and you will get money back because you're getting a cheaper place, which I actually think is a pretty cool system. So if you combine the office and the MC clubhouse, that's a pretty nice bonus that you can do right there. Also, something going on that's incredibly cool this week because there's actually discounts on the yacht. You want to downsize your yacht. So again, this only works if you do not have the cheapest option. So if you have the Pisces and Aquarius, you can downsize to either the Pisces or the Orion, which I believe is the cheapest. And you, again, the exact same principle works here. Because it's cheaper than what you originally bought your yacht for, and because you can only own one of these in the game, it's going to require you to trade it in. And if the trade-in value is less, you'll get the difference in the money back, which is really cool. So be sure to do that for the yachts as well. And the last thing you can do, which a lot of people don't know about, is downsize your garage. Now, I hear you guys in the comments right now, well, wait a minute, Mr. Boss. I don't want to go from a 10-car garage to a 2-car garage because then I lose all my vehicles. That is a misconception. So if you go from a 10-car garage to a 2-car garage, yes, if you go to the garage, there will only be 2 vehicles. But if you call the mechanic and you select that garage, you'll be able to get all of the cars out. So who actually goes in their garage to get the vehicle nowadays? It's very rare. So even if you only have a 2-car garage, you'll still see all 10 vehicles in there, and you can use the mechanic to call them in whenever you want. So that could be really cool because some of those properties could be like $1 million penthouse apartments, and you could buy a super cheap $30,000 2-car garage, saving you hundreds of thousands of dollars right on the spot. And like I said, you can turn that around and get that money ready to be saved for the gun running update. And your cars are still safe and sound, so you don't have anything to worry about. All right, moving on. The next thing you can take advantage of is the San Andreas Flight School. So not many people have done the flight school. Number one, it was an update that came out a long time ago. I think it was back in like 2014. So nearly 3 years ago. So there's a good chunk of people that haven't done it. Now, I believe there's 10 challenges you can do. And if you end up getting gold on every single one of the flight school challenges, I think your net total is about $230,000. Now, it can only be done once, as you can only get gold once, but it honestly shouldn't take you more than 15 or 20 minutes. And to be honest with you, there isn't a lot of things you can do in the game for 15 or 20 minutes that'll net you $230,000. So take advantage of that one-time opportunity, as I do believe many of you guys probably haven't done something like that. So again, do the flight school update. It can actually get you a good bit of cash. All right, the next thing you guys can do is share. So I'm sure many of you guys have friends, have crew members that are all in this same position too. Share the items in the game. I say this all the time. You guys all don't have to buy every single item. If you're interested in checking out a couple vehicles, you buy one car while a friend of yours buys another, while a crew member buys the third car. You can also share the offices or the bunkers in this case too. So let your friend buy one of the bunkers and you become his associate. That way you can check it out, earn money in the process. You guys all don't have to buy the same thing. So find a group of friends or teammates or crew members that are willing to share, and then you can communicate with them and pick out kind of the best ways in which you want to go about, distributing who buys what and who gets the certain content in the game. This next thing kind of ties into what we already talked about earlier, but that is take advantage of the Newswire bonuses. So I know this can be difficult, especially if you don't enjoy a lot of the things the Newswire has to offer. For example, like if they put double money NRP on an adversary mode, you might not love that adversary mode, but you might want to suck it up and take advantage of the double money NRP. Like a couple weeks ago, I think it was Resurrection that was double money NRP. Not a great adversary mode, but the payout was incredible. So sometimes you have to bite the bullet just a little bit, and if you do that, you'll end up making a pretty good amount of cash. But in general, the Newswire typically has like the best bonuses going on. Like right now, it's double money NRP on the special vehicle missions, 25% more cash on the biker stuff and the special cargo deliveries. So stuff like that. You just want to keep an eye out on the Newswire. This one is definitely kind of random, but at the number 9 spot, it's Get Lucky. So sometimes Rockstar will just gift you money. Like, for example, you can see this screenshot right here. Players receiving $500,000 randomly as a gift to keep their criminal enterprises firing on all cylinders. I don't know how you go about earning this bonus. I don't know what sort of algorithm or system Rockstar uses in order to gift that sort of money. But all I know is not everyone gets $500,000. Some people get that amount. Some people get less, like $100,000. Some people get more, like $300,000. So it really just all depends on getting lucky if you get it in general and the amount that you end up getting too. So you need a little bit of luck to kind of get away with this emergency method right here. And then finally, last but not least, as a last ditch method, you could always buy a shark card. Now, I don't recommend shark cards unless you absolutely need it. And even if you do need it, I don't recommend you buy the ones from like the PSN store or the Xbox Marketplace. I have a link in the description. It's to a site I work with, G2A. Even if the shark cards on that site aren't cheaper, typically like the PlayStation Network cash and the Xbox Microsoft points, if they even do that, is cheaper. And then you can just use that to get the shark cards. And I know for a fact the PC ones are cheaper. They're like, it's only $40 or $50 for a Megalodon one, which is like the most expensive one. So just keep that in mind, that if it's like you are out of time and you need money, a shark card is something you can do as like a last ditch effort. But anyways, that's all the information that I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today, and the top 10 emergency ways in which you can make some last minute cash in Grand Theft Auto Online for the gun running update whenever it releases, which is likely to be soon, hopefully sooner rather than later. Let me know if you have any more pretty good emergency money-making opportunities in the comment section down below. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.